guys, Will here with WTF Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2025 Honda Pilot Black Edition.
And a big thanks to Alex and the rest of the management and staff here at Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Port Richey, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Alex.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Pilot has been Honda's midsize three-row SUV since 2003. The fourth generation Pilot that you see here was released in 2023. Now available in 6 trims, the 2025 Pilot adds this all-new top-of-the-line Black Edition trim, giving us everything from the previous Top Elite trim that we already reviewed on this channel for the 2025 model year, while adding gloss black 20-inch rims, black exterior trim pieces with Black Edition badging both inside and out, with red accents inside as well. The 2025 Pilot ranges from the $40,000 base Sport up to the $54,000 top-of-the-line Black Edition that we have here. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, unlike all the other trims from the Pilot lineup, we get black connecting the headlamps together, black grille, massive Honda badge, forward-facing camera with a washer, full LED headlamps, LEDs for the high and low beam, turn signals, and the daytime running light right down beneath. Functional airflow in each corner, fog lights, full front parking sensing, and a 360 that we get for the Elite and the Black Edition. Black Edition badge in the top right corner of the grille. The wheel and tire setup also specific for the Black Edition. We get these black 20-inch rims wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza Sport all-season tires, dimensions being 255/50 R20. The 50 series sidewall should keep the ride quality nice and plush, and with this all-wheel drive system, the 255s will have no problem putting the power to the ground. Black lug nuts are appreciated, dual piston front brake caliper, body color, mirrors with an LED turn signal on it, blind spot monitoring on the glass. All black trim for the window trim, smart access for all 4 doors, black trim for the rocker panel side skirt area as well. I don't think you guys are gonna really pick up anything on the window sticker here for this 2025 Pilot all-wheel drive Black Edition. With a $54,280 base price, we don't have any options here. The black paint color is a no-cost option. After destination, we're looking at $55,675. 21 combined MPGs, 19 in the city, 25 on the highway, black roof racks, and a massive panoramic moonroof up top too. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile on this very bold and aggressive Black Edition Pilot. The gas cap, we'll take a step over here, see if it's pushed open. It is, with easy fill. You can throw 87 octane fuel here for this 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. Same rear wheel and tire setup, the only difference is a smaller brake caliper. We get LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. The turn signals are actually a halogen, but everything else for the taillight area is LED. The taillights also get a nice smoke theme here for the Black Edition trim. I mentioned the black badges. Shout out Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. Rear wiper with the LED third brake light up top. And we get the hands-free access power tailgate. The keys in your pocket, you just gotta do the kick function and the tailgate should open, but I don't have the keys in the pocket, so I'm not gonna demonstrate it for you guys. We get full rear parking sensing, Black Edition badge in the lower right corner, dual exhaust cutouts. That's not actually where the exhaust tips are. Hopefully I can pick them up for you guys on camera. We do get dual tips, but they're not leading to the chrome cutouts. But speaking of the dual tips, let's fire up this 3.5 liter V6 and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 3.5 liter V6 sold by Honda for the 2025 Pilot Black Edition. And it sounds okay, cranking out 285 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive system, weighing in a tick under 4,700 pounds. You can expect this 3-row midsize SUV to get to 60 in under 7 seconds, making it a no-joke performer. But what you see is basically what we get. No hydraulic struts, so my hand is burning with this black metallic paint color and 90+ degree Florida day, so we have to shut that up as quickly as possible. We'll walk around this 2025 Pilot Black Edition one last time, and let's take a step inside and see what we get with all new top-of-the-line 2025 Honda Pilot. Set the lights back to auto so the car's not yelling at me. We get soft touch materials up top and in the center with some faux carbon in the actual center, aluminum up top, Gushy soft armrest, 4-window auto one touch, power folding mirrors, 4-way adjustable, 2 tiers of storage. You'll easily fit a 6-inch sub, big gulp with some car accessories in front of it, 2-person memory seats up front, and you'll easily fit a foot long down below. We get the 12-speaker Bose audio system with a subwoofer here too. The seats are Black Edition specific. They're black leather with red contrast. Hopefully you can pick up the red contrast here on camera. Really comfortable and very premium feeling and looking front seats. Fully adjustable, you have 2-way lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the front seats. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. Foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So for a top-of-the-line Honda Pilot stickering under 55,000 bucks, this is an unbelievably premium interior. The steering wheel has a very soft leather trim to it, red contrast, solid 10 and 2, excellent 9 and 3. The horn area is rubberized, the horn itself, loud and aggressive. We'll do a window check, see if we get dual panes. We do get dual panes, nice and appreciated. You get 3 speakers on the dashboard too. Bose speakers, as we mentioned, on the left side, volume and skip controls, voice commands on the right side. We have a radar cruise control, active lane keep assist, and the adjustments. Paddle shifters controlling the 10-speed auto. Stocks have a very satisfying click, auto headlamps, fog lights, and auto rain sensing wipers, all super appreciated features. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, it would be nice if it was a power tilt, but not a big deal. Heated windshield, turn off the traction control, and our trunk release. Hopefully you get a good look at the pedals down below. The dashboard is all soft touch, 12.3-inch digital gauge display. The adjustments are right here down below. You can press back, phone, FM, AM, Sirius XM, USB, Bluetooth apps, and you can customize the display. We can check out the back. Here we have our tach that goes to about 6,500 RPM. Cool. And you can also customize it to your liking, hide, show, audio clock, all of that. We're not going to go through all of it. My personal favorite to look at all times would probably just be this old school tach screen. On the right side, we can adjust between average speed, navigation, driver safety alert, power distribution. You can see the seat belts, maintenance, tire pressure, safety support, and no content. Brightness too. Heads up display can be adjusted, gauge display can be adjusted. My personal favorite would be range and fuel, so we'll leave it there. Speedometer goes to 140, mileage beneath it. On the right side, fuel level. On the left side, coolant temperature. We get the 9-inch touchscreen here too for the Black Edition, just like for the Elite. It includes navigation, the navigation screen, let's check it out. Honda hasn't always had the best navigation screens in the business. They prioritize their mechanical function of their vehicles a little bit more than the technological function, which makes it a little bit more reliable in the long term too, but still a pretty solid display. The response, it's not the best in the business, but it does the job. You can put all your information in. If you don't like the display, you can always use the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can see everything else that's potentially available. We get cabin talk too, so if you get the hooligans back there, you can talk to them through your Pilot. Cool. All apps, you can see everything else available if you'd like to for one reason or another. My personal favorite screen to look at all times would be the map. We have the shortcuts, home, back, volume dial has a pretty good resistance to it with our skip down below. Engine start stop is illuminated red when the engine's turned on. I like the leather grained material too for the front part of this dashboard, red contrast stitching. Heated and ventilated front seats. Tri-zone automatic climate control. You can adjust the rear settings from up front. Nice storage pocket. You'll probably stack 2 cigarette packs or iPhones on top of each other. USB-A and C port. 12-volt, 180-watt max. Wireless phone charger with plenty of storage for more devices. Gear selector controlling the 10-speed auto. The backup camera. Super high resolution. Guidance lines and trajectory with an over-the-top 360. We can check out the different views. Wider view, narrower view. Press this button to do God knows what with the trajectory, and you can get rid of your 360 too. For one reason or another, also adjust the brightness. This is my personal favorite screen. We can check it out with the 360 degree. Do that just like that. Awesome. Throwing right back into park, we will return immediately to our previous screen. We get our drive mode selector back here too. The drive modes include snow, trail, sand, tow, econ, normal, and sport. We'll start the review off in normal. Try out sport, try out econ, and just see what the differences are. We also have sport transmission mode, which we'll also check out in this review. Electronic parking brake with brake hold. You can turn off the auto engine start stop, hill descent control as well. Large cup holders, you'll easily fit 24, maybe 32 ounce bottles, gushy soft leather armrest for the center console, red contrast stitching. You check out the storage space, it is really solid. You'll fit 12 to 16, 16 to 1 liter size bottles. If you're doing 1 liters, I'd expect you to fit around 10 to 12. If you're doing 16 ounce bottles, I'd expect you to fit probably 14 to 16. Coin slot 2, glove box, we have 2 tiers. You'll probably fit a pair of shoes in this top tier. You'll easily stuff 12 pairs of socks. Leather stitching separating the top tier from the bottom tier, well damped. Not the largest for the bottom tier. It's not deep enough, I don't think, to fit license plates. If it was, it would fit like 30 because of the width of it, but the depth isn't quite there. You'll still fit probably 2 pairs of shoes in there. I accidentally turned the ventilated seats on. I was like, what's all that noise? But frameless auto-dimming rearview mirror with 3 garage homelink settings on it. The interior lights are LED. We can open up the panoramic moonroof with a click of a button. The shade opens up reasonably quickly. Okay, now the shade's open, we can open up the roof too. Gotta press the other button. The panel goes underneath the second panel of glass, so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. See if it goes out any further, it does. So towards the end of the front row, we can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Port Richey, Florida. Sunny and 95 degrees according to this 2025 Pilot. So we'll get this moonroof closed. We'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin, but that's about it for the front seat, at least, of this 2025 all-new top-of-the-line Pilot Elite. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back here, as well as the overall quality of the material. So I appreciate the sunshade. It's not a power sunshade, wouldn't be expected. What would be expected is finally getting a soft touch material for the top part of the door panel. No Pilot for this all-new 4th generation gets a soft touch top part of the rear door panel. We do get soft touch in the center, same materials up front, 2 Bose speakers on the door panel, gushy soft armrest, auto one touch window, and 2 tiers of storage, which, as you see, very solid amount of space. The seats are really comfortable. We still get that red perforation. Okay, bolstering is not the most bolstered seat, but still very comfortable, and you can recline them and slide them. Taking a step inside, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have about 5, 6, maybe 7 inches of knee room. We can slide the seats back a little bit further. Now I have about 8 inches of knee room. Mat pockets behind both of the front seats. 3rd zone climate control, heated 2nd row seats too. AC outlet, 115 volt, 150 watt. There we go. 2 USB-C ports. Awesome air vents as well. Ton of light brought into the cabin thanks to this massive panoramic moonroof. Interior lights are LED. If you check out the center cubby, you got to pull this latch to access it, but as you see, it's massive. Leather stitch, 2 cup holders. You'll fit 16 ounce bottles, ton of storage, and overall just a very premium feel. Not the easiest process with one hand while holding a camera, but we figured it out. That's about it for the 2nd row. We get a hook for the driver's side grab handle and a hook for the passenger side. Let's hop out in the 3rd row, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So you press that button in the corner, the seat shoots up for you. But with the 2nd row seats all the way in their furthest back position, I still have over an inch of knee room, headroom. I got like 2 inches. If you're under 6'3", 6'4", you'll sit in the back of a Honda Pilot with no issues. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for a mid-size SUV, we've been reviewing full-size SUVs in this channel that don't have this much 3rd row passenger space. Honda absolutely knocked it out of the park when it comes to maximizing usable space for a family 3-row SUV. The materials back here, just hard plastic for a sub $55K base price to be expected. We do get air vents though for each 3rd row passenger. That's a thumbs up. LED interior lighting, USB-C port for both, and 2 large cup holders for both as well. I'm absolutely blown away with the amount of space in this 3rd row. To hop out of here, you simply click the same button that we clicked to hop in here, an additional air vent for our feet. Super easy process for a mid-size SUV. I would have to say that this is without question the most practical when it comes to the 2nd and 3rd row seat space. As far as cargo space, we get the smart trunk. As you mentioned, I don't have the key in my pocket, so we can't check it out. Underneath the L is the button for our power opening liftgate, or power opening and closing liftgate. These were the floor mats that were getting in the way when I was opening up the 3rd row seat. You can drop the 3rd row seat, push these floor mats farther forward, and as you see, a ton of overall cargo space. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much space is offered back here with the 3rd row up, third row down and with the second row down, it is a really spacious mid-size SUV. Secret storage, as you guys can see, also unbelievable amount. You'll fit a suitcase back here. You're fitting 3 backpacks. Unbelievably spacious with all your spare tires and stuff. We get a subwoofer for a 12-speaker Bose system and our 12-volt 180-watt max in the left corner. Let's shut the trunk. Press this button right over here, which you can hold to set the height. So if you're shorter and have trouble reaching the button, you can adjust it to be a little bit lower. If you're taller, you can adjust it to be a little bit higher. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this all new top of the line 2025 Honda Pilot Elite. It is a beautiful SUV inside and out, probably the most practical midsize in the segment, and under 55,000 bucks. Not only is it beautiful and loaded with features, it's powerful with this naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6. And speaking of 3.5 liter V6, let's take this 2025 Honda Pilot Black Edition out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Honda Pilot Black Edition. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, the steering is buttery smooth. The throttle is really responsive in normal mode. Another thing I noticed, we have a heads-up display here, just like on the Elite. Didn't mention it here. I don't think I mentioned it on the Elite until the test drive either. I always somehow brush over the heads-up displays, but it's here, and it's very bright with a very crisp overall display. Try to get around this guy standing in the middle of the road. There we go, he saw me. Taking a step out here, yeah, normal mode, it is buttery smooth steering. The brakes feel nice and responsive. About a third throttle, whoo! Normal mode, it is sensitive. This feels like it could be a sport mode. About third throttle, goes to about 4,000 RPM, and it's peppy. Bump. Very soft ride quality, even with these slightly skinnier 55 series sidewalls. Really good. You don't hear anything. The dual pane windows get rid of all of the wind noise, road noise. You slightly hear it when you run over the bumps. I've never been the biggest fan of Bridgestone's tires. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I feel like if you go for a tire upgrade from, say, Michelin, Continental, whatnot, you'll have a slightly better feel when it comes to ride quality. Normal mode is pretty sensitive. Speaking of sensitive, let's throw the transmission into its S. Let's throw the drive mode into Sport. And let's take a step out here, way more sensitive. Woo! That was about half throttle going to about 5,500 RPM. This thing can rip. And I feel like there's a little bit more induction noise too when we're ripping it in Sport mode. Third gear, second gear, on the gas. Woo! Crisp, snappy shifts too. No reason to beat it up too badly. I like the sound of this 3.5 liter V6. Steering in Sport is still ridiculously light. Kind of wish they tightened it a little in Sport. But that torque is really solid. Downshifts, pretty snappy. Real world turning radius test. It is very sharp. There we go, first gear, off the line, on the gas. Good response. Yep, definitely gets up and goes really well. I just wish they gave us a little bit more steering feel. Honda has always been really good when it comes to steering feel, but recently, last like 10 plus years, everything they sell is just so ridiculously light. No reason to beat it up in Sport a whole lot longer. As you guys can see, it is quick and peppy. Taking it out of Sport transmission too, everything gets a lot more docile. The throttle becomes just about non-existent. You can push it about a third of the way and transmission doesn't even think about responding. Steering gets even lighter in Econ mode. Body roll limited, about half throttle. Yeah, guys, Econ mode is where you're going to get your 21, 22 combined MPGs. That throttle is just about dead. If you want the ultimate MPGs, leave it in Econ mode, but if you prefer to have a little bit of bite in the throttle, that's why you're looking at an SUV with a 6-cylinder engine in the first place, I would definitely recommend leaving it in normal. But back in normal mode, we can take a step out here, way more sensitive. Woo! Yeah, guys, this thing gets up and goes quickly. I can see 0 to 60 happening in under 7 seconds. It's peppy. It's just about as quick as most of its competition in the segment, whether we're talking Kia with their Telluride, Hyundai with their Palisade, Nissan with their Pathfinder, any naturally aspirated V6. This isn't really any quicker than it in the segment. What this does exceed at compared to its competition is A, its practicality, B, its loadedness with features, its ability to keep its long-term reliability reputation, all while keeping the base price under $55,000. And for that price point, which I know it's getting up there, you get so much for the money. Real world turning radius, let's let that biker go so he doesn't get cracked. Not quite sure what he's doing. He's probably already cracked, but taking a step out here. Nice, peppy, and crisp shifts. Just cruising along, unbelievably quiet for a sub $55,000 premium 3-row family SUV with the V6. I think this might be the best one out on the road today. If you're like me, you don't like shiny chrome, this is a better buy than the Elite. I prefer this look 10 times over the Elite. I wish we had soft touch materials out back, but come on, if that's my only complaint with this SUV, that already speaks volumes of it. If you're looking for a premium 3-row SUV under $55K with the V6, reliable, good looking, and spacious, I would 1000% recommend checking out this all-new 2025 Honda Pilot. If you're okay with chrome, check it out in the Elite trim. If you can't stand chrome, 1000% recommend checking out this all-new 2025 Black Edition. And a big thanks to Alex and the rest of the management and staff here at Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Port Richey, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for Alex. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.